Welterweights headed your way. Bobby Flynn taking on Neiman Gracie. Dave & Buster's brings you our tale of the tape, the only place to eat, drink, play, and watch sports.
First time I've ever done this. I'm not highlighting a stat. I'm highlighting a name. Neiman Gracie. That name comes with a lot of pressure and a lot of expectation. It's not easy to have.
You ready, sir? Let's go. Fight.
Dan Mergliata starts this fight in round number 1. Tonight's Fight Clock is brought to you by Miller Lite, the original Pilsner. Cheers, it's Miller time.
Bobby Flynn coming out aggressively with stand-up, but playing right into the takedown of Gracie.
Blue gloves for Bobby Flynn, red gloves for Neiman Gracie.
A beautiful mount. Bobby Flynn already in big trouble. 4:25 left to go in the first round.
Flynn gives his back. Both hooks in for Neiman Gracie. Gracie said, I've been working on my Muay Thai, I've been working on my wrestling, but make no mistake, my jiu-jitsu is the key to victory.
No surprise there, and he's exactly where he wants to be.
Flynn said, I've got to stay off the ground, I've got to stay off of my back. He said, I know that Gracie's going to be 3 steps ahead of me at all times with his jiu-jitsu.
It's like playing chess with half the pieces when you're against a guy like that.
Flynn, a very clear-eyed assessment, but it's Gracie imposing his game plan right now. Look how sticky Neiman Gracie is on the back of Bobby Flynn. Look at the leg positioning. Into the body triangle.
Yep. Long legs. Takes the air right out of you. The trade-off is it can be hard to flatten your opponent out with the body triangle. It's a lot of pressure. You see, it's hard to control the hips that way.
Hallmark of Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, Jimmy, I think above all else it's the fluidity, and we're seeing that here from Neiman Gracie.
And also it's the pressure game, that old school game, man. It's like a slow boil. They just turn it up until they get what they want.
Bobby Flynn forced to play all defense early in this fight. Trying to explode out of that body triangle, trying to sit up. Having no success versus Gracie. Backwards punch from Flynn. Gracie controlling the arms, controlling the wrist. Again, looking rear naked choke. Pressure along the jawline.
As the head turn, he can crank the neck and the jaw from here. He can get the tap.
That's it. There's the tap. On the crank. And that is a cool, clinical victory in his Bellator debut for Neiman Gracie.
Every position Neiman Gracie got was a step up. Got the back, both hooks in, body triangle, mount. Bobby Flynn never got any space. That is Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. Beautifully applied.
Hallmark of all Gracies, you see the sportsmanship, you see the class. That goes back to the Gracie challenge.
We got here body triangle. Bobby Flynn sat up. Couldn't see from the position we were in how deep it was. I think it stayed on this neck crank. It seems across the jaw, the head is twisted. That is extremely painful. Right there. I don't think it slid underneath the jaw. I think it stayed in neck crank. Look at the back position. The hip pressure, so much crank on the neck of Bobby Flynn. No choice but to tap. You see him there with Renzo Gracie.
Again, that is Neiman Gracie's uncle, Renzo.
It's a double-edged sword with that last name. A lot of expectation, but a lot of support.
I think for any fighter, above the weight of expectations, looking over and seeing Renzo Gracie in your corner, you would feel good. Thumbs up from the Gracie camp. That almost looked like something from the early 90s from a Gracie challenge and a Gracie in action video. I was waiting for Horion to give the voiceover.
Right, one step, better and better and better until his opponent had no choice but to tap.
And clinical, you didn't see the punches, you didn't see any mauling, just slick Gracie Jiu-Jitsu for the win. Here is Michael Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, the crossface crank brings on the tap. Official time, 2 minutes, 36 seconds. Into round number 1, the winner by submission, still undefeated, Neiman Gracie.
He's just 26. He's now 3-0. But make no mistake, he is a name to watch in Bellator's welterweight division. The win for Neiman Gracie.